Hello, hello! I'm back! Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, whenever you come across this video. Thank you so much for choosing to spend a little bit of time with me. I'm so grateful for every single one of you. I love you guys so much. Thank you for all the likes, shares, and subscribes. Everyone is booking, making purchases off the website, pledges to the Patreon, sending things to the P.O. Box, purchases off the wish list, and all the things. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you very much. Oh, I do. Ooh. So we're just going to go live and maybe give away some readings, maybe do some for donations, whatever. I've got like about an hour-ish. So we'll just see who shows up. We shall see who shows up. Hello, hello. Hello. That is not... Anyways. Sorry. I thought about Adele for a minute, but it didn't sound anything... Not only was like the tone different, but also like the way that it's, yeah. Sorry. Rambling. Hey there, how are ya? Doing well, I hope. Good. Good, good, good. That is so good. Hello, hello. Hello? Can you hear me? Right? Isn't that what she says? Anyways, sorry guys. Does anybody want a reading? I'm just going to give away a couple. Do whatever. Not really sure what to do. I never know what to do in these moments when nobody's really chatting. When I mean, I've already done a collective and I just finished on a Patreon. So I guess I just sit here. He's good. He's asleep behind me. He is asleep behind me. I mean, I guess I could do another collective. I'm sure there's probably another message that wants to come through. If nobody's wanting. Yeah, he is the best. He really is the best. I love him so much. He's just taking a little nap in a little sunspot on the floor. The number 223 might be significant. Did you not get the notification? Hey, girl. That is so frustrating. Yeah. I'm not like trying to complain because I'm sure it probably also has something to do with like the divine and stuff. But I feel like YouTube hasn't been, a lot of my views are like, you know, repeated, you know, like I don't feel like my messages are really being like pushed, right? Like, and also I feel like a lot of people get unsubscribed and, you know, again with like the notifications and stuff. But yeah, could also be me and my alignment, you know. And maybe because I'm sure there's probably people that have, you know, out of spite and out of hate and anger or whatever, reported my channel or something. But maybe I should make a new one and not tell anybody and just see what happens. I thought about that. Are they? Yeah, I'm sure it's not just my channel. You know what I mean? Like, this is not me, like, being, like, like, I don't feel like a victim or anything. Because I also feel like, too, it probably has a lot to do with, like, my alignment, you know? Because when it comes to God's plan, there's no earthly thing that can get in the way. So, I'm not, like, super tripping. But it is a little frustrating. You know? Oh, maybe I should just be frustrated with myself or something. No, probably not. Divine time. Works for me, I guess. Aw, thank you. 4 channels. Yeah. See, to me, in my mind, that is so overwhelming to me. Because I would feel obligated to do something on every channel every single day. And, like, I just, like, currently, you know, right now, the way that, like, my, you know, the flow is in my life, I just don't, I could never manage that, right? Like, maybe when the kids get older, right, and they don't need, you know, so much from me or something, or, you know, but I did, thank you. I will not stop. I just couldn't. I would feel so overwhelmed. I mean, even sometimes just have, like, so, you know, like the TikTok ban happened, and so I deleted the app. Well, now it's not in the App Store, so I can't get it back. And I'm kind of relieved. You know what I mean? Like, because there was, like, a part of me that sort of felt obligated to create TikToks, which created resistance, you know, and then, so I feel a little bit better. I'm able to, like, mentally, like, handle, like, having the YouTube and the Patreon. Like, I don't know, it's just the way my brain is set up, I guess. I don't know. It could also just be part of the shadow that I still need to work through, but whatever. Yeah. So it's kind of relieving, you know? And, yeah, speaking of Patreon, today's Patreon is currently uploading. So, but, you know. What were we talking about before that? Oh, the 4 channels. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I really did think about, I've thought about it multiple times. creating a channel and just like literally not out of like, you know, just not telling anyone and seeing, you know, seeing what happens, you know, because I'm sure all of you guys will find it, you know what I mean, like, you know, but hey, you guys. I don't know. I don't know where everyone is. They probably also didn't get the notification. Although I said it on the live earlier. Maybe they're busy. Maybe they have plans. Maybe they're doing something. Maybe this just isn't, you know, not meant to be today. Or, you know, maybe it's just meant to be small. Who knows? Wherever they are, I hope that they're having the very best time. You know what I mean? Like, I just hope that they're all just so happy and at peace and loving life. Of the 6 people that are on here, if anybody wants a reading, just let me know. I'm down to give away some too. Thank you. Yeah, I had a little bit of that yesterday and this morning. I spent a little time with a friend yesterday evening, and the girls watched Michael, and then a couple hours, and then we went and got coffee this morning. It was nice. Thank you. But since then I don't really feel like I was playing catch up because I was glad I got all the zodiacs done earlier in the week. But a lot of times, like when you're like channeling and you're doing readings, it's really good to like, you know, it's good to separate. If you're doing a lot, it's good to like take breaks and stuff. But also you kind of get in this like, I don't want to call it like a high, but there's like a, you know, it's not a high. It's like just like a motivation or a drive or like a mode. You know what I mean? Like you just kind of get on a roll, you know? So I try to just like not get off the, you know, once I get on a roll, I try to stay on that roll until it's safe to get off the roll. Hey, Christopher. Oh, no. No, she's actually my daughter's best friend's mom. Well, thank you so much for the confirmation. I love hearing them very much. It means a lot to me, honestly. And thanks for, you know, hanging out. Oh, I love this spot, especially like this time of day, right? It's like, you know, the sun is right there. I love sitting in the sun. Like it's my happy place. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. And it's really cool because, you know, our girls are really close friends. So, you know, there's really no issues. It's, you know, it's nice. Hey, Ryan. Hey, Skylar. How are you? How are ya? Have you been, Christopher? That seems very that reminds me of like the readings I've done over the last couple of days. That makes a lot of sense. It really does. It has been a while. I'm doing so well. Thank you. That's cool. I love that. Yes, queen. How's school going? You probably just got started back on another semester, didn't you? Are you almost done? So many questions. Oh, hold on, guys. Oh, that is so exciting. A year and a half. Oh, what a relief. Dang, you guys had a long holiday break. Going back in dang near February. Oh, thanks, Snotty. I feel like Leos have a natural like main character energy, and I feel like that's something that I've always shied away from or ran away from, except for like when I'm like comfortable. I think in my family, I definitely didn't, you know, I was, at least for, you know, a while, while I was younger, but, so that makes sense. And not from the ego. I don't mean any of that from the ego. Oh, I gotcha. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy to like give some away today too. You know, have no agenda. So, is there anything in particular, Christopher, that you are wanting to know? Or are you just wanting general? What would you like, my dear? Got it. Yep, you got it, Skylar. You will be after Christopher. All right, what does Christopher need to know, please? Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. 5 of Cups. So I feel like this is the Hangman's. I'm picking up a lot of like patience energy. There is an energy about being one. I feel like being patient with yourself a little bit more. Okay, because there is something about like this 5 of Cups here. Okay, what you're healing, this journey. It's like, you know, you can't heal maybe what it is that you're healing like overnight. And so I feel like there's this amount of like expectation or maybe pressure that you've put on yourself to I'm hearing like get over this, right? Like and that's a, you know, whether it be like conscious or subconscious, right? I feel like that's kind of like a programming, especially when it comes to masculine energy, right? You know, and that could be something too, is like subconsciously that is like, you know, kind of happening unintentionally, right? So there is this energy of, I feel like it's important that while, you know, you are definitely Hangman, the Five Cups, you are healing this, you are, you know, but have a little more patience with yourself. And there's like this energy of like, you know, with this Three of Wands, the journey here, it's like, you know, it seems like there's a lot of focus on this. It's almost like I feel like you could be, it's almost like I feel like there's something subconsciously that says that like nothing can change until you completely heal from this, or something like that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, so therefore there's a lot of pressure. Like, in order to change my life, I have to hurry up and get through this type of energy. But I feel like if you can let that programming go and allow yourself to be patient with yourself, it will help you to kind of get back to being, not to say take your focus off, you know, doing this like shadow work and things like that, but help you to kind of I feel like enjoy the journey a little bit more, and also like open your eyes to maybe some changes and things that are already kind of in your environment, that are already kind of like present, but maybe you've been like closed off to because you've been like so focused on this. It's almost like you've been closed off to this simply because there is a level of like a feeling of like undeserving, because you're moving through this energy, if that makes any sense. So it's like you are well on your way and you are doing a damn good job, Christopher. But have a little patience with yourself, because, you know, you've already set the intention, and you know, take a lot of focus off of the shadow, right? The you know, the things that you are not, you know, that you're working on, and put a little focus on the things where you've already improved, where you've already healed, where you've already, you know, and look at your new environment that you know, that you're bringing yourself into, you know what I mean? Because there are some, like, I feel like, you know, new things that are already present and available to you, but it's like I said, you're kind of closed off to them because you're so focused on what needs to be fixed, rather than what's in front of you. So yeah, but you are doing a really good job, okay? Like, you really are. All right, Skylar, my darling. Yes, ma'am. Sure got it. You're welcome. Thank you. So I feel like, Christopher, last thing I want to say is, you know, enjoy your weekend. Okay. All right, Skylar, you got it. All right. It's all good. Let's find out. Skylar wants to know, what on earth is this shit show? I'm going to ask exactly, what on earth is this shit show? Yeah, okay, so the cards are coming out like flipped over. So definitely something that maybe you're not quite, you know, again, obviously looking for clarity, so maybe not necessarily seeing something clearly here, or there's still missing pieces or parts of this puzzle. Okay, Nine of Wands reverse, Five of Wands upright, Three of Swords in the reverse. With the King of Cups and the Chariot here for what is the shit show for Skylar. So Nine of Wands in reverse is not having the will to keep going, right? There's no resilience. But it's also kind of like, you know, letting a guard down in some extent. But I don't think that's it because of this Five of Wands here. Three of Swords reverse though. This shit show feels like there's an energy that wants to restart something with someone that doesn't want to restart something. Okay, I'm assuming that maybe you, or I don't know if you're involved in this exactly, Skylar, but I get this feeling where it's like somebody's wanting to restart some sort of cycle or some sort of, you know, spiritual battle or something, but there is somebody in this, you know, that has emotional maturity and has moved forward, is like in the Chariot and done with this energy, okay, done with whatever this is and is moving on. And so it's just like, because, you know, it takes two to tango, right? So somebody's over here kind of tangoing by themselves, all right? And somebody is, you know, and so it's manifesting in some type of way, possibly, but I feel like it's like maybe somebody's getting frustrated, or like I don't know what they're doing or what exactly how the shit show looks on your end, Skylar, but this is what it feels like. It really does. It feels like you know, somebody's mad, okay, that somebody else doesn't want to restart a cycle because their emotional maturity says, yeah, I'm done with this. It's time to move on. I've outgrown this, you know, I'm over it. And so maybe it's like somebody's, I don't know how the shit show is showing up for you. Or even if you're involved in the shit show, but this is the root of it. Okay, yeah, because I felt like we just like kind of got down to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? It was like just down to the base of it, like, yeah. Okay, so Skylar wants to know how she moved from here. How does Skylar move from here? The World. Close out the cycle. Ascend. You know, don't give it energy, right? Like there's some, it's like, you know, I'm wondering maybe this, you know, if there is a, you know, some sort of, yeah, because we have the World with the Five of Cups. However you're attached to this, there could be some sort of, you know, emotional programming, maybe like from the past, and this has somehow manifested itself into the physical. And so to move, you know, it's almost like this could, if this is triggering you in some type of way, right, especially emotionally, the best thing to do is to, you know, to kind of, you know, do that shadow work on whatever the emotion that may be coming up here, okay? because and even if it's not an emotion, it feels old, Skylar. It does. It feels old. This Five of Cups energy, you know, like the root of it. Yeah. So I feel like you're being asked to like take charge of the situation, right? Do the internal work. What is this situation trying to show me, trying to mirror to me, trying to help me, you know, what is the lesson or whatever it is, right? And then, you know, take leadership and handle that shit internally, and then let the universe handle the rest is really what I'm getting. Yeah, Six of Wands, victory. Yep. This is just a part of this journey that you're taking. It's just another, you know, a lesson along the way that's here to teach you something about yourself. And it probably has to do with this King of Wands energy, your confidence, your leadership, you know, your ability to take action and to, you know, take control, not necessarily for other people, but what's best for you. So I feel like the start of like moving forward on this is to, you know, go within on it. You know what I mean? Because looking externally is going to continue the confusion. But it's definitely tied into some sort of, you know, Five of Cups energy. Again, it feels old. You know? You totally got this. You 1,000% got this. 1,000. You're welcome. Thank you. You're so welcome. You are so very welcome. And I hope that you also have a great weekend. Oh, excuse me. Does anybody have any plans for this weekend? Thank you. Football. No plans. Yeah, I don't really have anything planned either. Prep for school. Makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, well house cleaning. Yeah, for sure. Sleep. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, we like to sleep. Definitely. Yeah, somebody needs to hear that you're not gonna miss out on something. I don't know. That could be the root of something, is fearing missing out. Missing out on an opportunity, or missing out, like, you'll never miss what's meant for you. It'll never pass you by. You'll never be late to it. It'll, like, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, that's the 29th, right? Have a good day. Thanks for hanging out. Does anybody know what sign is it in? I don't know how all that works. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, rest will be good for sure. Na-na-na-na-na. Bye, Ryan. Dang. Oh, Aquarius, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I got this at their concert several years ago. I've had it for a long time. Goo Goo Dolls is one of my very favoriteest bands. And I've worn it so much that these holes in the elbows are not actually supposed to be there. I made them. But I still wear it because it could pass as like they're supposed to be there. But I just expose myself, but it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. I love you guys. Oh gosh. Yeah, so definitely it's fine. I'm not worried about it. It's a little breezy sometimes, but it's still ultimately like, this is the best hood on a hoodie that I have. You compare hoods. This one's the best. I love this hood. But also I just love that it's Goo Goo Dolls. I'll probably never get rid of this hoodie. It's already probably at least 10 years old. Maybe not quite 10 years old, but getting pretty close. I'm trying to remember. Oh, it says on the back of the hoodie, I think, when the concert was. I feel like it was like... Let's find out. $2014. So yeah, 11 years old. Faux show. Yeah, probably most of my clothes are at least that old. That's funny. Maybe not. I've got some new stuff, but oh well. Hey, Bridget. Sure thing. Right on. Sweet. What's mine say? Dude. Fantastic. How are you, Bridget? Hey, Kristen. That's funny. Hey, Michelle. Ooh, I love this, Bridget. I love that so much. It's crazy how, like, sometimes we restrict ourselves because of anxiety, but then we realize once we stop restricting ourselves, that anxiety kind of goes away. You know, it's like, maybe it's like, you know, like thinking the source of the anxiety is like afraid of what how people might respond, but the anxiety is probably actually from like staying silent, you know? Bridget, did you want me to just do general sweets? Okay, you got it. Alright, what does Bridget need to know? I've got a little bit of time. I can be here probably till about 2:20, so I've got a little bit of time. Michelle, you're so wonderful for offering to share with others. Alright, messages for Bridget. Cool, I like that. 10 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, you've released a burden for sure. That's very clear. Very evident in your energy. Alright, tell me more about it. What else does she need to know for Bridget? Knight of Wands in reverse. Knight of Cups in reverse. Oh, you're not playing around. You're also not trying to, because I feel like this star wanted to come out in reverse here, maybe a little bit, but not to say that it's like, not that you haven't healed. There's something about not wanting to, I want to say not wanting to heal something with someone else or something like that. And it's not to say that you don't want to like heal within yourself when it comes to this situation, but it's like you don't, I don't know, you're not playing when it comes to someone in particular. I feel like it is this actual Knight of Wands in reverse. Somebody that's just, you know, Okay, tell me more. What did I say? I was talking about the anxiety, right? And look, we have 6 of Wands with the 9 of Swords and the Fool. It's like you having victory over this anxiety because you took a leap of faith here. Yeah, with this Ace of Swords and this 8 of Wands. So this is ending a cycle. And there's some sort of new inspiration that may be coming forward. Or there's something is like going to the next level because of this, because it's like you've it's almost like holding on to whatever this was, okay, was like maybe it was like taking up energetic space in your energetic field. And so it was like kind of keeping things from, it's almost like a, you know, they're showing me like a bunch of gears, right? Like it was like kind of like a wedge in a gear, right? So it was like keeping things like here. And I don't want to say, you know, but it feels like with the, you know, from the Ace of Wands going to the 2 of Wands, right? There's some sort of like evolution here. Something is going to the next level. I don't know what it is. Probably something within your spirit. I feel like it may be like maybe your gifts, or like something to do with like life path, or you know, like it's like yeah, look, we have Tower with the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, you know, I feel like that's Tower with this like kind of this intuitive energy. And not to say that you don't already like have access to your intuition or something like that. Like there could be something that's actually like something new, that may seem new, but I feel like it's always been within you, coming on live because of this. You know what I mean? So there is like, it's like underneath this, you've unlocked some sort of another spiritual gift, and I think it's going to surprise you. Okay, it might, you know, when this kind of like shows up for you, like after this like integration or whatever, like when it, you know, when it shows up for you, yeah, I think it's gonna surprise you. So just, you know, be aware that there is some sort of gift that is like coming on, right? Like you're tuning into that station here. Okay? I'm excited, girl. Again, yeah, or like a gift that you already have, right, is like increasing. You know what I mean? Like there's more sensitivity or something like that. You know what I mean? But it's gonna surprise you. You're gonna be like, whoa. Didn't know I could do that. Like, Kristen, absolutely. I've got a, Michelle paid for a couple spots. Very kind of her. I love you too, Bridget. I love you so much. So, let's see. A general reading. You got it, Kristen. All right. What does Kristen need to know? What does Kristen need to know, please? What was that? That was kind of popping up. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there is something about there's a perception around a community in the past, okay, that is shifting and changing, okay? it could actually be about community. It could actually be about relationships here, okay? We have the Three of Cups, the Six of Cups, the Four of Wands with the Ace of Cups. So you are definitely going through, you're going through some sort of rebirth here. And this Queen of Swords popped out, which is this perception, okay? So currently right now, it's like there is something that's coming up from your past around a community. Tell me a little bit more about this community for Kristen, in which you're learning a new perception it's like okay, this community possibly could have betrayed you or hurt you in some type of way, and that could definitely be where the root of that wound could be, because your root chakra is your safety and your security, right? And if you felt betrayed or something like that, right? So there's something, and this new perception that you're gaining here, okay, is allowing you to possibly have compassion, to have the strength to have compassion for this community, okay? So there may have been like a period of time where you could have been like kind of going over these things and being in, kind of like looking over the past and things like that, in which, you were remembering, like, it almost feels like there's a shift. There's in what you remember, right? I feel like too, some sort of good memories are coming back with this shift in perspective, but with this Four of Wands and this Ace of Cups here, it's like what you're experiencing right now is literally just a transition, okay? It could absolutely have to do something with a mother figure, okay? And again, here's that Ten of Swords, kind of like that betrayal type of energy, but it's also that in between, that shift in between cycles. Okay, so this is kind of what's going on. And that does tie into your root chakra, especially if it was tied into your mother, right? Like a mother energy, or somebody that was supposed to be that type of nurturing or protecting or something like that, right? That would definitely leave a wound on the root chakra, so it would absolutely make sense. But this is what's going on. This is what's going on. Yeah, you are like coming to an ending of like kind of feeling, whether I feel like consciously you probably moved on from this, but like this is a subconscious, this is your inner child. Hey Mona, I'd love to. Would you just like a general Mona, or what'd you think? $12.12 might be significant. You're welcome, Kristen. Yeah, isn't that funny how that happens, like, collectively? And honestly, over here my intention was to help others, like, heal and learn to love themselves and break cycles and things like that. So honestly, that's usually what I'm going to tap into. All right. I may sometimes pick up on some, some other stuff, but really the whole reason that I started this was not to be nosy in other people's shit. Is to help people learn to love themselves. So, and also to love myself as well. All right, what does Mona need to know, please? Okay, Mona, okay, there we have the Two of Swords with the King of Wands and the Six of Wands. This is an energy of being a little bit indecisive about, first of all, I feel like you could be kind of in a space, Mona, where it's like, I feel like you've already kind of found yourself in like certain manifestations and things like that. Like there's something that is either coming to fruition, or it's like, if you can reflect back to like a few years ago, it almost feels like you may be in a position in which you wish that you were then, right? Like that type of energy. But there is this level of indecisiveness about like, and this feels internal, right? This feels subconscious. It feels like it's like, with this King of Wands, the Six of Wands, it's almost like, I don't know, right? Like, is this a victory for me? Did I do this? Am I successful? Am I, it's like, I feel like you're being encouraged to decide to be extremely confident in where you are and where you're headed, and that although whatever it is that wherever you are now, it may not be exactly where you want to go. Like it's like maybe you didn't reach certain goals, or you're still not, it's human nature to always want to keep climbing, you know what I mean? But there's this energy of like, you've already kind of, mastered some shit. You've already, brought in some victories. You know what I mean? And so there's this energy of like, do not be indecisive about who you are and your ability to do so, and to continue to have the strength to keep moving forward. Okay? Yeah. So I feel like there's just a little bit of indecisiveness, possibly about yourself, and it's like, feels kind of like imposter a little bit, but it's probably like, I feel like it could be a programming, and they're telling me it's something about like expectation from others. Okay. It's like, you're on this journey, and no, you haven't reached the destination, because the destination is the end, and you don't want to be at the end, right? Like, but the more you will continue to like gain success and things like that. Like you are on the right trajectory to, on a path and movement forward, and things like that. So, don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt yourself. Okay, Mona? Quit that. Bye, Skylar. Love you. Sure. Yeah, I can do one more. For the lovely Christina. Perfect. Perfect, Mona. Yeah. So it's like, there's almost like this shift of like, man, look how powerful I am. Like, look at where I've brought myself, Imagine where I could go, That type of energy. Oh, I absolutely understand. I absolutely understand. You're certainly not alone, though. You have divine support, And, a lot of times that sounds surface level, and that sounds like it's like, woo-woo or whatever. But, like, honestly, like, divine support has brought me further than any type of human support. And, and that's just being real. So, you're doing a good job, Mona. Keep going. Okay. All right, Christina wants to know, is she being guided to reach out to somebody or do something by herself? Should Christina reach out to somebody? I don't think so. Should she do something by herself? Should she do this by herself? Yeah. Which is odd because you know. Yeah, 2 of Wands. You're welcome. Can we tell Christina more about this? Like, why now? Why shouldn't she reach out to this person? Whoa. Okay. Because you're healing something, and once this is healed, whoever this person is, it may feel like a burden. You know? It's like right now, you know, and not to say that this person is a burden, but I feel like you may be like, you know, like just growing apart from this person or ascending, you know, that type of energy. And it's like, you know, right now, maybe, but I feel like through this ascension, through this rebirth, you know, it's not going to, it's like right now, it would be cool. Down the line, you're going to find yourself kind of like kicking yourself in the butt. For whatever reason. Oh yeah, Kristen. Everyone does. Yeah, and I'm not saying that you do know them, but what I'm saying is you are going to, like this person, you are going to go through a rebirth, you know, and like this is what the divine is saying, is like, you know, you are going to go through a rebirth that this person is not going to go through. And so therefore this connection, or somebody in that connection is going to go through a rebirth, and then there will be, it's like, whereas, you know, right now it's like this, it may be burdensome later when one person has gone through some sort of rebirth, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? It doesn't matter whether you know this person or not. That's just what they're saying. They're saying, you know, one of you is on the schedule to go through some sort of ascension. You know what I mean? Like, so like, yeah. Does that make sense? Or like, you know, one of you has already gone through an ascension. You know what I mean? Like, that type of energy. And it's not that anyone, you know, either one is like better than the other or anything like that. It's just literally about, you know, like, just like divine order. You know what I mean? It's like, that's why it was like so straightforward. It was like, you could reach out to this person, but it will come to an end. You know what I mean? So you should maybe this is something that you should do on your own, right? You may feel overwhelmed by that, right? You may feel like I don't know. But I feel like whatever it is, it's maybe you're being encouraged to do that. So Kristen, you know, names are good, but sometimes, you know, we as humans, we like to, you know, kind of title and label and, you know, that type of thing. Don't put any, you know, obviously you want to pay attention to the energy, right? You don't want to open yourself up to anything, right? Because duality, right? You want to make sure that you're, you know, keeping yourself cleansed and stuff when opening yourself up to certain energies and stuff. Set your intentions clear. You know, but ultimately, you know, as you get to know, you know, you open yourself up to get closer to your guides and things like that. You know, you guys will get to know each other. You'll, you know, but the most important part is learning, you know, what are your gifts? How do you connect to your guides, right? And you learn that through being very observant and then also just shadow work. Oh, I gotcha. All right, guys. I really do gotta go though, because the kids are getting ready to get out of school. Listen, I love you so much. Thank you so much for everyone who donated, just hanging out, having a good time, you know. I love you. And we'll talk later.